Something has been on my mind lately that is, I'm kind of putting the pieces together and seeing that it's a larger societal issue that I think we need to address. And I first noticed it when I used to spend time on Reddit, and the two things that drove me the most crazy about Reddit was, one was just the constant defenses of fat phobia, but the other one was how opposed people were to the idea that the idea of giving something to someone else, the idea of generosity, the idea that we owe something to somebody else. Like the number of posts about, someone had an airplane seat and somebody else requested it for some reason because of their child, and everyone in the comments was falling all over each other to say, don't you ever give them anything, no one deserves it, you don't have to give anyone anything. And like, no one's saying that you have to give any specific person any specific thing, but why is there this animosity to the idea of generosity? Why do we think that's a good attribute? I mean, I actually think a new term is warranted in this case. It's not even ungenerous, it's disgenerous. It's like your stance is that you don't owe anyone anything. Your stance is that giving things to other people is bad. Why? Who is that benefiting? Like, and not to get into like setting aside all the politics of it, of people who, do we owe our fellow man anything, and should we be generous? Like, that's obviously a political divide, but even people on the left will argue this. They'll argue that you just need to protect your peace, you owe no one else anything. But that's not human, and it's not kind, and it's not really progressive or ethical or productive. Yeah, I don't understand it. And I find that there is we see the same thing in relationships. We see people, don't put the time in, right? People have talked about this before. People aren't putting the time in. You don't, like, the idea that you never text people back is considered, like, cute. Like, oh yeah, we all just don't text people back. I don't. It might, if I'm depressed or whatever, it might take me a week, but I will get back to you because I value you. And people just, they aren't reaching out to each other. And I've noticed a trend there too, where in the same way that, and I've seen this has been documented in a lot of different ways, but the wealthiest people financially are the least generous. The poorest people that I've been around have been the most generous. In the same way, it seems like the people who have like the biggest family, the biggest support system, are the ones who are the least socially generous to those around them. People have forgotten how to be good friends, and there's this thing now where people believe that as soon as someone, pisses you off or slights you or wrongs you or offends you or annoys you in any context, then just cut and run. Just be done with it. You don't owe them anything. That's not human. Like, if we were all living together in, a small community, if we didn't have the ability to just fly and drive wherever, we would need each other. And we still do. And I would never say put up with abuse, but I'm saying when someone annoys you, sometimes you have to get over it. And when someone offends you, that probably means that you should talk to them about it if there's someone that you care about at all. And this culture of just like not prioritizing other people, it's what is getting us to where we are now. Like, everyone is alone, everyone is lonely, everyone's depressed and anxious, everyone feels unsafe. This like antipathy to each other is just so unfortunate, and it's treated as, enlightenment or whatever by some certain types of people. Like, oh, I've learned that I don't owe anyone anything. But you're not wrong for not giving something to any one particular person necessarily. but we should all be looking for ways to help each other. We should all, like, no one should be suffering or struggling. Just like we know and we agree, right? Everyone deserves to have safe, stable housing. Everyone deserves food and healthcare and clean water and education and rest and all of those things. Everyone also deserves to have community. And if we aren't willing to take the time to invest in each other, take the time to check in on each other, take the time to, you know, get over ourselves enough that we are willing to, like, try to work out issues. You know, I've cut people out of my life, and, like, I don't take the decision lightly. But if there's someone I care about, and I know that their intentions are generally good, they're not trying to harm me, they're not trying to abuse me, they're not trying to steal from me, they're not trying to victimize me, they're not trying to, you know, they're not doing that, then I will work on the relationship because I value those people. Like, if we want to have people, if we want to have friends and communities, that's what we have to do. And sometimes that means giving up your seat on the airplane. Sometimes it means something else. I guess what I'm saying is, text your friends and keep trying. Keep trying, because we're all imperfect. We're all trying to make this shit work. We're all flawed. We're all traumatized. We're all wrong some of the time. You're wrong some of the time. I'm wrong some of the time. And until people can just get over that and realize that we need to prioritize each other, we're screwed. So text your friends. If you have missed text, text them back. You know, check in on people. Make plans to hang out in person or on Zoom. Look for ways to foster friendships. Look for ways to foster support systems. You know, financial, physical, housing, food, relationship. These are things that we all need, and, like, no amount of technology or, you know, other forms of progress is ever going to take the place. You know, if you believe that tech is not going to replace a loving romantic relationship, most of us believe that. The same thing is true for the rest of life. You need people. Like, tech gives us the opportunity to maybe meet more people, but we need people. We need each other. We need to learn how to have conversations about hurt feelings instead of just cutting and running or ghosting people or whatever we've gotten so comfortable doing. Try thinking about life as if we were all living in a community. As if we all needed each other day to day, week to week, month to month. And what would you do differently? Well, if you were alone, what would you want someone to do for you? If you screwed up, how would you want someone to respond to you? We can do better, and we need to. Let's start moving away from the disgenerosity, because it's really destructive and inhumane. And we can't let these toxic culture shifts and technology shifts and wealth shifts and all of the insane stuff that's happening in the world lead us away from the things that we know are important. It would be foolish. Don't be foolish. We are the humans running this world. We have to be the adults in this situation, because the people running things actually right now are not. Learn how to be a good human. Learn how to be a good friend. Learn how to be forgiving. Learn how to be generous. Learn how to be patient. Learn how to understand that everyone's wrong some of the time. Learn how to understand that you're not right all of the time. And treat each other accordingly. I believe in us. Good luck.